City of Detroit versus Brittany Lynn, Goodson, case number SP 1174561. Appearance for the record, please.
Hello.
Mr. Wallace out there.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Ms. Goodson.
Okay, so we have Ms. Goodson, you have a driver's license ticket. Do you have a driver's license, ma'am?
No, I'm in the process of getting them back now. This is like my last and final ticket.
And how many tickets have you had?
I had 3 that I had to take care of, which I did within the past 3 months, 2 months, and I was just waiting on this. I can't hear you. Can you repeat that?
These 3 tickets out of this court?
No, I had one in Plymouth. I got it last year on my way to work, and then I had one in Farmington Hills, and then this one. And I think I had a balance that was owed towards a ticket, and I just recently paid that 3 days ago.
Well, I guess you're not the type that just goes around and just runs amok in the city. You just run amok everywhere, right?
Yeah, one of my jobs is in Plymouth, and the other one is in Referral.
All right, so Mr. Goss.
Is she on the docket today?
Yes, she's on the docket today, and you got an offer here for her pleading for the no cops. One of 2 things, ma'am. This ticket should not be stopping you from getting your driver's license. So
I wasn't sure of that because I haven't received any documentation stating that I can go to the Secretary of State to reinstate my license. So I wasn't sure of it.
all right, you should, so counselor, here's the deal for your client. Mr. Wallace, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here's the one of 2 things she can do. She can take the deal of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and she can pay $240 and I'll dismiss immediately upon payment. Or she can set a trial date up and she can still go get her license and come back in here on March the 14th with a valid driver's license, and then we'll see what the city will say about that. She may do better, but she can't do any worse.
Well, then, Your Honor, I think that I would advise my client to get her license and come back. She can't do any worse.
Okay, so I should be able to go to the Secretary of State and reinstate them, right?
That's
Well, we're gonna pull a license right now and see what your license status is right now. But for this
I don't have
matter,
any outstanding warrants and nothing
Well, for
owed.
this
I
matter,
paid everything off.
for this matter and for this court, it appears that you don't have anything as far as the driver's license issue. This case is just pending. It doesn't have any late fees. It doesn't have any reinstatement fees attached to it. So you should,
Okay.
as it relates to this court, you should be fine in going to get a driver's license. I don't know about the other jurisdictions, and I'm pulling up the record now to see.
Okay.
You're not valid, so.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I'll do the I'll go to the Secretary of State and reinstate them, and then you guys can give me another court date and I can bring a valid driver's license to you guys.
I'll say that's a smart move.
Yes.
Right. March the 14th, 2020.
Okay.
At 9 a.m. this time, March the 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Seems like you're at work now. Is that the case?
Yeah. Yes, I'm at work. Sorry.
Let me know when you come in, whether you're at work, I'll call you first. Get here first and I can call you first like you did today. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Further, have a great day, man.
Thank you so much. You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Garrison, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
I heard you.
Okay.
This is the city of Detroit versus Benita Garrison, case number SP 931-481, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Ed Wallace, on behalf of Ms. Garrison.
This is gonna be a standing offer for everybody in the court. If you, I'll allow you to pay your reinstatement fees up front so that you can get a license. So if you want to fight the ticket, then you don't have to worry about fighting the ticket and not having a driver's license. Because I know that's sort of a thing that everybody really needs, and sometimes they're willing to take offers or try or admit some responsibility that they're not necessarily guilty of because of the fact that they're so compelling that they need a driver's license. So I don't want you to be in that position while you fight the charges. Now, today, ma'am, your offer is going to be one of two things. Take the offer, and just like Mrs. Goodson, you take the offer today, which would be pleading to the allowing the unlicensed driver to drive. I'll dismiss the case with the payment of a $240 fine, and I'll dismiss the other count. I'll waive the warrant fees. You will be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees. Or you can pay the reinstatement fees up front, which you're going to be responsible for whether our cases get dismissed or not, and then come back in here on trial date of March 14, 2022. What would you like to do? And you also have an excellent attorney online that you can speak with regarding the offer.
I'll take the offer.
Ms. Garrison, if you can, you can take this offer now, or you can go get your license and you can take the offer then, or get a better offer. You won't get a worse offer. You'll just have to get your license and come back.
Thank you, Counselor.
Okay. So how would I go about getting that?
So what you would do is you would come down to the courthouse and bring $90. You have 2 reinstatement fees. Let the cashier know that I'm putting this $90 on my reinstatement fees. It should be marked in the computer, and that should clear you here. Now, I don't know what you have in other jurisdictions. I can't tell that unless we ran your driver's license. So if there's some other jurisdictions, you need to take care of those as well. But that will clear you here to get a driver's license, and you come back on March the 14th. What would you like to do?
So if I come back on March the 14th, what are the options? Like if
The options are the deal will remain open, so you can't do any worse. You can only do better. So
Okay.
It may be the same. You may have to pay the same amount of money then as you do today, or you may not have to pay any more. I don't know what the outcome of that will be.
but the second charge will be dropped still, right?
It's gonna be the same offer, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So I'll pay it then. And then come back to court.
All right. That's a smart move, man.
Your Honor, these dates you're giving us, they're all March 14th?
Yes, pretty much, unless Ms. Nash says something different.
Okay.
I got a trial date set, March the 14th. 2022, 9 a.m. Pay reinstatement fees up front, ma'am. You're gonna have to come down here and do this. I don't know of a good way to do that online or through the kiosk. So I would suggest you come down here. The sooner you do that, the sooner that stuff will get to the Secretary of State. All right?
Okay. Okay.
It's nothing further, ma'am. I'll see you back March 14th.
Alrighty, see you.
At 9 a.m.
I'm dismissed.
You're dismissed. Have a great day.
Have a good day. You too.
Mr. Grant.
Good morning.
What happened to you the other day, sir?
I was supposed to be in another courtroom.
Well, why didn't you come back?
Because I thought I was, at first you said that I wasn't on your docket, and then my lawyer kept texting me and telling me I was going to be in another courtroom. So I had to go to the other courtroom for my OWI. Did I have a court date that day?
Is that case gone up to the next? Is that case is still open and you gotta go to the next circuit court now?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's well, again, I'm gonna have to put yours aside to get you an offer. Let's see here. Because you got more stuff in here. Let's print this out so that you'll have all of the documentation. Where are you, sir? I don't see your face.
Pardon me?
Where are you?
I'm at work right now.
We're just on the screen. Turn your camera back on. All right, first of all, what I'm gonna do for your client, Mr. Wallace, is I'm gonna set aside these defaults to these recent tickets that he had in 2021.
Thank you, Aaron.
I don't know if there's any good reason to allow Mr. Grant to pay his reinstatement fees up front. Because, you know, I don't know if he's gonna be having a driver's license for quite some time, but I could be wrong. But I'll do that.
Mr. Grant, do you understand what the judge is saying he's going to offer you to do?
Yes.
Do you want to take advantage of that and come back in March?
How much
Well,
would my reinstatement?
Hold on one second, Mr. Grant. What's that, Your Honor?
well, it's really up to him. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that's gonna do any good for him, because he's got some more serious matters that he needs to address.
Then I think I heard him say he had an OWI, and let me just look at what.
Yeah, it's gone upstairs up to circuit court, so. So what I'm also gonna do for your client is I'm going to, old tickets that he needed to pay, I'm going to allow him to get back to the original cost of the ticket on those now. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll have 4 reinstatement fees. And that's $180. That'll at least get him clearances here at the 36th District Court. The other driver's license or the DUIs, that's a whole nother ballgame. So that's gonna be between him and the Secretary of State. But what I'm gonna do for these old tickets is I'm going to waive.
Your Honor, do you want to call the case?
Oh, did I not call it? I'm sorry. Thank you. Let me just finish the paperwork now. All right, let's call the case City of Detroit versus Tehran Liddell Grant. Case numbers SP 1178076, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1178077-1. SP 1215623, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1215636, 1. We'll also call 14-424-9461, 14-548-060, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please. Oh, let me call 204-321-98, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance. Oh, let me also call 217-393-51, counts 1 and counts 2. Just keep on adding up. Let me stop and see if there's any more before I allow you to put your appearance on the record, Councilman.
Yes, sure.
All right, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Mr. Grant, who's present via Zoom.
Okay. All right, so I don't have an offer for your client because it's just, it doesn't encompass everything that he has in here, the offer that was in the file. And I'm actually gonna toss these two with no confusion. And we're gonna get another offer, but again, I'll allow your client to pay the reinstatement fees up front. I am gonna set aside the defaults on the 2021 cases, and I will waive the late and the reinstatement fee there. And I will also, on the old cases, the 14 cases, I'll waive the late and the reinstatement fee. I won't set aside the default, but it'll get him back to the cost of the original ticket so that he can pay those. But with the reinstatement fee, that saves him $135 on those and the late fees. So he can set a trial date if he likes, or he can wait on an offer.
Mr. Grant, what would you like to do? Would you like to come back on a trial date? They will presumably have an offer available for you on that date also.
Okay, now how much would I have to pay if I set the trial date?
Well, you don't have to do anything, sir. You just, you have to, it looks, if you want, it appears that you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 reinstatement fees to pay. And that will give you clearances here. Again, your situation is probably different than others because you have those, you have that case going up to circuit court. And in my experience, it's gonna be hard pressed for you to get a license for quite some time, but don't take my word for that. I wish you the best of luck on that. But other than that, that'll get you clearances here as far as these tickets are concerned. We'll get you an offer today, or you can come back on trial date and see what you can do. Maybe some of the officers won't show up. I know Willie Robinson will probably show up. I don't know this other guy, but Willie Robinson will probably for sure show up. But you got a lot of other tickets sitting here. That's gonna be up to you. What would you like to do?
Well, I'd rather pay the clearance fees instead of trial date on the tickets, and
All right,
I'll take it from there.
There you go. All right, we're gonna do that. So let's say March 14th, 2022, 9 a.m.
So my total for the reinstatement fees is how much?
180 appears. You're gonna get a better understanding of that when you come down and pay. But 180 is what it looks like to me.
Okay.
So you have a trial March 14th, 2022, 9 a.m. I'm just gonna finish this paperwork up. So when I let you go, I won't have anything else to write for you. It's gonna be a formal hearing on the civil infractions, March 14th. 2022, 9 a.m. All right, March 14th, 2022, formal hearing and trial date on the matters. I should put this up for now. And we'll see you back then, sir. You'll pay the reinstatement fees up front. You come down to the court and let the clerk know that it should be marked on your file that you're gonna pay the reinstatement fees up front. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, have a great day.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good one. Terry Oliver.
Yes.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Terry Lynette Oliver, case numbers SP 9977243, 14428, 1041, 1623885551, 19-4711762, 19-487-174, counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P8092, on behalf of Ms. Oliver, who is present via Zoom.
I'll say this, Ms. Oliver, I see that you are definitely making an effort to get this stuff paid off, and I appreciate that. I think that we've done everything on our end that we can do for you to get you back to the original cost of tickets. I just want to know from you a realistic date on when you can have all of this stuff paid off. It appears you owe $978, $728, I'm sorry.
Can I get like a month or 2 months or 3 months?
Do you have a driver's license now?
No.
Okay, now let's call this case. What is your date of birth?
1789.
Okay, great. That's not you. All right, let's do this. I'll do this for your client. What other tickets do you have out there in any other jurisdiction?
I'm sorry.
Do you have any other tickets in any other jurisdictions that you're paying for now?
Yes.
What is that?
I'm paying for Dearborn right now in
And-
Detroit.
Anybody else?
I have other ones that I haven't got to yet because I can't pay all of them at once.
Well, what I'm gonna do for you here is I'm gonna waive these 3 reinstatement fees so that you will be clear here and you'll be able to, as it relates to this court, you'll have clearances. That way, if you clear up the other stuff, you should be able to get a license while you're still paying this stuff off. All right, so how much time, realistically, ma'am, how much time do you need?
2 months.
Is that it? Are we gonna be back here 2 months and you telling me the same story? Or you
No.
gonna need more time?
No, 2 months should be okay.
Do you have any kids, ma'am?
Yes.
And where are you working?
I work at a plant.
And how much are you making an hour?
I make $21 an hour, but like I told you, it's like every week or 2 weeks we on layoff.
All right, I'm gonna give you 90 days.
Okay.
Sometimes people are more ambitious than it turns out. And if you have kids and you got other expenses out there, big time, even though you're making pretty decent money, I'm gonna still give you 90 days, all right?
Okay.
All right, are you a registered voter, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a great day. I'm gonna see you back on April 18th for a review at 8:25 a.m. Keep in mind that if you've had that paid off by then, you don't have to show back up. But if it's not paid off, then I need to see you April 18th. All right?
Okay. Yes.
All right, have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
For sure. Lake, I have you checked in.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, I have you checked in. LaSure, where are you?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, what have you done?
I paid most of my tickets. I just got off the phone paying 2 of them. I couldn't pay all of them because I got laid off work for a few weeks because I caught COVID.
Oh, we dismissed a lot of your stuff. That's right. Didn't say that. The City of Detroit versus Mitchell LaSure, case number SP 109-90772, SP 10034-691, SP 11804531. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Mr. LaSure.
All right, Mr. LaSure, you indicated to the court off the record that you're set for review today on these matters, and it is on here adjustment to pay, but there's appears to be the same 3 matters that are set for review. Yeah, I do see that you've made some headway in paying these matters off, so I applaud you for that. You indicated to the court that you were unable to pay all of it off because you were laid off from work and that you were caught COVID, excuse me. So you, sir, give me a realistic time. And this is the, let me make this for the record. This is the 3rd time that we have been here on a pay. Goes all the way back to October 6, 2021. You were here, you were told to pay by October 6th. Then I gave you some more time, pay by January 18, 2022. I'm not going to give you any more time. So, I mean, this is the last, I'm not gonna, after the day, I'm not going to give you any more time. When, sir? Give me a realistic date.
I need at least a month.
Well, you give me a date. You put a firm time on it so that this is Mr. LaSure talking. Saying, Judge, it's gonna be paid. I need till this date. And remember that word realistic.
I would say February the 22nd.
That's realistic.
How much more do I owe?
I don't see, I don't have a payment screen here. So I would say 90 plus 90, 180, plus another 300 is 480, and then another 200 is 680 minus 25 would be the legal write-off. But that would be 455, and then minus another $12. That would be 443. My math is correct.
Okay.
It sounds like it's still over 600, Your Honor.
No, I think I got it right. Do you think I got it wrong?
I thought we were at 680 and then you said minus 25 and you went down to 455.
Oh, yeah. So it's 643. I was trying to give him, no, he's coming back on the trial. I was trying to give him a little bit of a discount, but $650 around thereabouts.
Okay.
Is that a realistic date, Mr. LaSure, or do you want to get some more time?
No, that I have everything taken care of by then.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put February 22nd. I was gonna say March the 21st, but I'm gonna say February 22nd. Review. 8:30. Pay it, you don't have to come back up. If you don't pay it, I need to see you. And then we're gonna look at some other options to.
All right.
No. All right, have a great day, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Same name, right?
No, Mitchell.
Oh. All right, so what's going on with that?
He just has these off. He'll be back on the March 14th. I can put that up there so you don't have to write it. Give me also show up. All right,
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pause you gotta mute your phone, Ms. Lake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got you then, Mrs. Kenya Go. So you're checked in, ma'am.
I'm checked in, sir. I don't know to check in. I just called in. And I was supposed to be put in a breakout room. That's what it said.
Why are you supposed to put in the breakout room?
I don't know. That's what it said on the Zoom, the screen. That's what I saw pop up.
You want me to put you in the breakout room?
I assumed that's where I was going. I could hear everything that was going on, but I wasn't really sure what was going on. I think I joined a little late, a couple of minutes late.
All right, so she told on herself. Okay. All right, so Lawrence. Lawrence
Yeah.
G. Lyons Jr. Is that what I'm looking
Yes,
at?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is City of Detroit versus Lawrence G. Lyons Jr., case number 18-317-6941. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace on behalf of Mr. Lyons, who is present via Zoom.
Mr. Lyons doesn't appear to have but this one case. It's a 2018 case. I'll give him the same opportunity, which I call opportunity. He might call it something different. Lawrence G. Lyons, file, please. And I'll allow him to pay his reinstatement fee up front, set a court date, a trial date for March 14, 2022, or he can take this offer here and pay $240 plus the reinstatement fee, and he'll be clear here at 36th District Court. That offer would be to plead to and allow an unlicensed driver to drive, and it will be dismissed immediately upon payment of the $240. You want to talk to your client in the breakout room? You want to talk to him right here? You can find out what you want to do.
Mr. Lyons, have you been listening to court this morning?
Yes.
And the offer, the opportunity that the judge is giving is for you to pay your reinstatement fee, get your license, and then come back and maybe get a better offer from the people once you've gotten your license.
All right, let's do it.
That's a maybe. You know, it could be the same, but you can't do any worse, and it can only get
Right.
better.
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. I've been
All right,
trying to
let's-
pay them, slowly over the last 10 years.
10 years. 10 years.
No, I don't think I haven't had a license since 2010.
Okay, so
I
you're
know,
gonna
but
get your
that's,
license
that's,
first.
you know what my father always told me? He said, people buy what they want and beg for what they need. And I know good well, over the last 10 years, you've had enough money to look at all that beautiful furniture you got back there and all that stuff. You've had enough money to take care of this driver's stuff, sir.
Man, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, Your Honor.
I know, but you still buying what you want.
I do just the kind of work I do, so, but I understand. It's a struggle now.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
Remodeling and stuff like that.
Well, you should have big time money. Everybody need that. I need
I
some
wish.
remodel, God.
I wish everybody needed it, but hey, I'll do it for you. I got you. I got you.
Where's Mr. Lyons file? Do we need to print out ROA?
Yeah, but I'm doing it right now.
I'm
I
sorry.
had it checked out. I don't know where it is.
Maybe it's up here. I might be missing it. There's only one. All right, come down to the court, pay this $45, sir, and you'll finally get that clearance that you were looking for.
All right, you said $45?
Yep, I'm gonna let you pay the reinstatement fee up front. That'll get you clear here at the 36th District Court. Now, I don't know how many other tickets you have out there in the world, but at least at 36, you'll have clearance. And then
I actually just came down there and paid my last tickets with you guys and scheduled this court date, went and took my driving test, the written, and passed it. So I'm just waiting on my birth certificate to come through the mail. And so I'll be good to go. So I'm gonna go down there and pay this $45.
This here is gonna shoot that clearance to the Secretary of State. So
Okay.
you, once you pass that, you got the driver test passed. Sound like you're well on your way to getting a license. But
Yes,
you
sir.
need to get a statement fee up front before you go to the Secretary of State. And it's gonna take about 48 to 72 hours for that thing to register, even though they say it's supposed to be immediate, but. All right, sir, I'll see you back.
I'll be there tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you, I won't see you tomorrow, you'll be down there tomorrow, but,
Yeah.
at least, I'll see you back on March the 14th, 2022, God willing, at 9 a.m. And
All right.
I hope you come back in here with a driver's license.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Have a great day, sir.
You too. Bye.
Juan Lemon. All right, he has the city of Detroit versus Dewan Derek Lemons, case number SP 1182698, counts 1, 2, and 3. Hearings for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace on behalf of Mr. Lemons. He is present via Zoom, but I don't think he's got his phone muted or his device muted.
All right, unmute yourself, sir. Did you unmute it? No? Yes, unmute yourself. All right, this is attorney for Trevor Garrison. Who is that?
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning.
For the record, my name is Trevor Garrison. I'm here for and with Mr. Elias Garcia Bastida.
Oh, attorney Trevor Garrison. I'm sorry,
Yep.
I read that. All right,
That's
hold
okay.
on a second. Mr. Lemons, do you know how to unmute your device? You know how to cut the camera on and off, go to the left of that and then hit that audio button, and then you should be able to unmute from there. And while he's trying to figure that out, Counselor, there was a motion that I granted And I need to put these dates down when I did that. But when he was last here, the counselor that day made a motion for discovery made by defense counsel and granted for body camera evidence. So it appears that he wants to, and I have an MCL 780.316 written down, and I don't, without having, I can look that up right quick, but I don't know whether he got that information or not. And he still appears to be having trouble with his device.
I'm not aware of the request for discovery. I believe because there's an open index
Right.
count on
I'm
here.
aware of it, but I just wanted to make you aware of what was preceded you. So we're gonna pass it until he gets his device together. Okay, counselor, what's your client's name?
Elias Garcia Bastida, Your Honor.
Does he need an interpreter?
No, Your Honor.
He said yes, you said no?
My client does not need.
We're back on the record with Mr. Dewan Lemons. He finally got his device opened up. All right, so Mr. Lemons, let me ask you this. Did you ever secure a lawyer to get that that body cam evidence, or did you get that yourself?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
So what are we gonna do? You want to speak with him in a breakout room, Mr. Wallace?
I will, Your Honor, yes.
Yeah, you see the 3 charges that he has. Do you have a driver's license, sir?
No, I went to the Secretary of State and tried to pay that reinstatement fee you told me to take care of. And they told me that I had a few tickets to take care of before I was able to pay that. I had the money to pay them. I just haven't had the time to get down there.
Well, no, you have to pay this. You owe only 1 reinstatement fee here. You have to pay that at the court. And you can pay that anytime. You can go to any div-dav kiosk in the city of Detroit and pay that $45 reinstatement fee on case number 045570241. That's $45 sitting out there. And then you won't have any other reinstatement fees. You'll just have to come back on another date to fight these tickets, but these tickets should not affect your driver's license.
I understand.
So speak with him in the breakout room, and I'll give you guys opportunity to talk, but that's what the notes say. And I guess the counselor on that day cited MCL 780.316. I'm gonna look up that statute while you're in the breakout room with your client.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Join the room, sir. That is that statute for audio, video. Or by. I'll print this out. Let's go back. This is the city of Detroit versus Batista Elise Garcia, case number Z8082711. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. For the record, Trevor Garrison, on behalf of Mr. Elias Garcia Bastida, who's here to my left.
I'm sorry about messing up your name, Elias. All right. This is set for a final pretrial. That's at least what the docket says. So I'm believing that he's been in front of me before.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. We understand that it's set for a final pretrial conference. I did speak with Mr. Goss briefly this morning. What we were hoping the court would consider is granting one last adjournment to set this for another final pretrial conference. The reason for that request is we're going to be submitting a deviation request to Mr. Goss's office to try to resolve this matter.
All right. How much time do you need, Counselor?
Maybe 60 to 90 days, Your Honor.
A lot of time. All right.
Maybe just
This is
60.
the last final pretrial. April 18, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. Submitting deviation request. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wait a minute. Let's see, what is your client doing? Wait a minute. Let's go back and let's go back over the issue of bond.
Well, I'm happy to speak to that, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
He's 21 years old. He is employed. He's attending counseling with the guidance centers. Has attended all court dates, retained counsel. He's here today with his father.
And let me cut you off, Counselor. I'm not so much concerned about that. I'm concerned about him submitting to some random urinalysis test so that we can make sure that your client is not has not been drinking.
Understandable, Your Honor. I have no objection to that.
So I'm just gonna ask your client, order your client. I don't have to ask. I'm gonna order your client to test once a week randomly. This is his first allegation of drunk driving. I don't have anything else really in the system for him at all. And we hopefully that he keeps it that way from this point on. So let's submit to random urinalysis. Once time per week. All right. So I'm sure that he's able to hire a high dollar lawyer like yourself.
Oh, I don't know, Your Honor.
And he's got his parent there with him. I'm sure that that's not gonna impose any financial burden on him. And quite frankly, it probably wouldn't even matter at this point because we still need to make sure that he is testing properly. And then the other conditions of bond are going to be in place, and that relates to no drinking during the pendency of this case and no leaving the state without permission. And that will be that.
Okay, Your Honor. Which facility would you like him to test with?
Well, let's get him with probation. We're gonna submit a referral to probation for that.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll submit a referral to probation. What I'll do is give him the probation number 313-965-3414. He should hear from them once we submit this referral. But if he does not hear from them before the week's out, he needs to give them a call.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, and if it's any issue, you know how to get in touch with the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we need his phone number. Let's get his phone number. I'm sorry. Let's get a good phone number for your client as well.
Okay, Your Honor. Yeah, you can before.
My phone number is 313-265-1228.
All right, very well. All right, have a great day, sir. I'll see you and your client back on April 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. And the best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You're in good hands, sir, so follow what your lawyer tells you to do.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Lemons.
Yes.
I say that I make the best fresh squeezed lemonade that there is.
Do you?
Yes, I want to say that, and I want to bottle it one day. So, let's go back on the record with Mr. Dewan Lemons. Counselor, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak with your client in the breakout room. And what does your client want to do?
Well, Your Honor, I'm a little curious to what that statute 780.316 was that you were mentioning.
Well,
But
that's the statute. I looked it up already. That is just the statute that the counselor cited as it relates to the audio video. So section 780.316, audio video recording recorded by body worn camera, retention by law enforcement agency, duration, presumption. The statute, the subsection 2 that was particularly cited, any law enforcement agency shall retain audio and video recordings that are the subject of an ongoing criminal or internal investigation or an ongoing criminal prosecution or civil action until the completion of the ongoing investigation or legal proceeding. So that was Mrs. Daphne Bradfield who astutely made that motion, and it was granted by your honor.
okay, so I'm not aware of any discovery that's been released to anybody. My concern is that I believe this ticket happened back in January 2021, and the request was not put in until September of 21. And my experience is that body cam video and scout car video was only preserved for 90 days. And so without it being, if nobody requested it. And so the issue is that there might not be that, notwithstanding the motion that your honor has granted as far as the DPD producing it. So unless there's some, I don't know where they would have even sent the discovery to. And I guess I'd look to the court for some kind of guidance on that. Mr. Lemons is I've talked to him, and he wants to set a court date, a trial date, and hopefully this discovery can be produced. And if the discovery is not produced, then I would ask for a dismissal.
All right, well, the thing is that it sounds like your client needs to do some work, and some work that needs to be done, or his attorney. And the only problem is that he's got represented by very good counsel today, and was represented by very good counsel on the day of he came in court the last time, but those counsels are only here for today. That's where it puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage. This was an opportunity for him, and I'm sure I said it to him, that he needs to do some work at that time and he needs to either retain his own counsel or he needs to submit, if he can't afford his own counsel, he needs to submit a application for a counsel to be appointed to him. And if I didn't say it at that time, I'm saying it now. So without knowing whether they have preserved it or not, I can agree with you, Counselor, that likelihood they probably haven't, since it's that long ago. But that still doesn't, we don't know that. And as it relates to the law, they're supposed to do it. And so we don't know what the outcome of the that will be until we know what has been done, and then until those motions have been presented to the court and that can rule on those. So without knowing all of those things, I'm inclined to give him one last opportunity to either retain counsel, do the work himself, or see if he can get a counsel appointed to him.
Where would he contact to get an attorney appointed to him, Your Honor?
We have a form here, and he needs to fill that form out. And I don't know if those forms are online or not. Are they, Ms. Nash?
I believe they may be, but he have to do a little digging. I can just probably send it to him a lot easier.
So we can email you a form, sir, and like I say, you got a very good counselor online. I don't know if you I don't know. I can't say what you need to do, but if you send me an email address, I can email you that form.
Yes, I have an email.
All right, what's the email? If you want to send it to me, you want to say it out loud, you can, or if you want to send it to me in the chat, you can do that as well.
It's not a big deal, Your Honor.
All right.
D. Lemons, 19.
D.
Yeah.
Lemons,
1981. iCloud.com.
At what?
iCloud.com.
iCloud.
Yes.
So DLEMONS 1981 at I as in ink CLOUD.com.
Correct.
So for the record, he's letting all the ladies know, that's my email address. It don't matter. I'm just gonna say it out loud. All right, now, all right, we're gonna email you an appointed attorney application. And that's on this day, January 18, 2022. All right, as it relates to another time and another pretrial, let's put it as a final pretrial. What do you say, Counselor?
That sounds like a good idea, Your Honor.
All right. What are we talking about as it relates to, do you have any other tickets in any other jurisdiction, sir?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, I want you to pay reinstatement fee and bring in a valid driver's license as well. Are you a registered voter, sir?
Yes, I am.
I can't order you to vote, but I can sure enough strongly suggest that you make sure you make your vote count this coming up election. But anyway, let's put this as is 60 days enough time, Counselor?
Can we give him 90 days because he's gonna have to find get an attorney appointed. They're gonna have to do some legwork to get these body cams since we're still dealing with COVID.
All right, April 18th, 2022. at 8:30 a.m. We're gonna call this a final pretrial, all right? We're
Yeah.
gonna submit that, we're gonna email you that form, sir. If you don't get that form, you need to contact us and make sure the onus is gonna be on you from this point, all right?
I take care of it. Thank you.
Welcome.
All
You
right,
clear, you clear on everything?
Yes, I'm clear on everything. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Pay that reinstatement fee ASAP so you can get that driver's license.
I will. Now, I got a quick question on that reinstatement fee. When I went to the Secretary of State, they had told me it's not gonna be $45. They said it was 100 and something. I can't remember the exact total, but it was not 45. So do I come down there and pay it and it'll be
Come
45?
down to 36th District Court or go to any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit. And I'm gonna look it up one more time, but I don't know what they're talking about. But for 36th District Court, it just appears, and can we run a summary on Mr. How do I do that summary again?
I usually look up case number for.
I have the case number.
Okay, and so you
Put the case number in ROA.
and then you usually
Look at the
highlight
driver's license.
driver's license, copy that, put LN,
Yeah, you told me about that.
paste it.
You say. All right. Oh. Copy.
driver's license, and
And then paste it.
then next you gotta put LN.
Tell them.
Go all the way over, paste that driver's license under INQ.
All right.
Get in. Then you might have to do F11.
I hit enter and I'm back at the same screen. Okay.
And then you put that person under the driver's license number and you hit F4.
Hit F11 first.
Yeah, you hit F2 if you haven't gotten to this screen yet. So all you have to do is just highlight.
You're on it right here.
Oh, yeah, you just highlight the driver's license number. Or, you know, you can just put the person underneath it. I'm sorry. You don't have to highlight just put that person underneath the first letter.
Hit F4.
And then
First letter.
Yep.
So it doesn't appear. Now why? I'm looking at this. Let's see if this is the
Sometimes
same.
it's
letter.
also, you have to do it up just the name. So you can also
Print this in the same.
Yep, F9.
What's your date of birth, sir?
3/14/81.
All right, so it didn't come up. It's still, I still see it here on 204557024 but it didn't come up on this sheet. You have an explanation for that?
Even after I put it under his name, let's just fill the name.
Do you see what I'm looking at? Go back to the screen, to the whole screen.
Under his name.
You see that $45 fee? That's his birthday, the 05,
That's right here.
the 04 case, yeah.
That's old. That might not have migrated.
Do you think that's still affecting his license? I would pay it. It's $45.
Yeah, it looks like it is back in 20.
All right, what we're gonna do, let's do it like this. Let's wait. All right, that's $45 for
But
you,
this is
sir.
only gonna show the open cases, Your Honor, not the
Yeah.
closed stuff. That was.
Okay, that's okay, okay, yeah, that's why it's not. showing up on this. All right, we're gonna waive the $45 fee, all right?
All right.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. I will wait 48 to 72 hours. And I would come back on. All right, I will come back. I will go to the Secretary of State after that. We have, April 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day.
Too, thank you.
Ms. Lake. Ms. Lake has been here before. Haven't you, Ms. Lake?
Yes, I'm here. How are you, Judge?
Yeah, you've been here before, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And I asked you, were you a part of that Lake family over there on Iroquois on the east side, didn't I?
No, sir.
I didn't ask you that.
You did, but I said I wasn't a part of that.
I just wanted to make sure I was recollecting correct. Why are you back?
Because you instructed for me to go get my my license.
Did you get your license?
Yes, I have my permit. I had to I had to make an appointment for my driver's test, so I made that appointment for February 9th with AME driving test, driving school.
So you don't have your license?
No.
You see
But
how I asked if she have her license and she said yes, Mr. Wallace?
I saw that, Your Honor. I think that there was a miscommunication going on.
I know. All the lawyers, good lawyers say that. So what are we gonna do, Ms. Lake?
Well, I take my driving test on the 9th at 1 o'clock. And can I get another court date?
Look at us, yeah. AME driving school.
It's AME. Yep, on Livernois in Detroit.
Is it A and E?
Yes.
I thought I was about to say, is that a church you're going to get to driving school?
I wish it was maybe a little cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, the churches should do that, shouldn't they? Why does it say her license is valid?
That's the right way.
Amanda Latrice Lake.
Yes.
She's not on the east side either.
No, sir.
She got a terrible driving record. This is like a mini novel here. How old are you, Miss Lake?
I just turned 40 in July.
Is this your first time ever having a driver's license?
Yes.
Goodness.
But with
All that stuff.
I'm sorry.
All that matter to your client, Mr. Wallace. She's like, I don't care about no state telling me I have to have a license. I'm driving. I'm going where I want to go.
Well, Your Honor, I think that she might have had that attitude, but she does have an appointment set up to get her license. So I think that she has seen the light and is.
All right. So February 9th, that puts us past the 21 days. Let's just set it for trial. March 14th.
Your Honor, you want to call?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Ms. Williams Law. City of Detroit versus Amanda Latrice Lake. Case number SP 1177200, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1172041. SP 1179606, counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 1179607. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, 80922 on behalf of Ms. Lake, who is present via Zoom.
I don't know, if it were just me though, and I didn't have a driver's license and I knew I was out there riding dirty, I wouldn't run red lights or I wouldn't speed. I would be crawling so far up under the radar that it would be, I'd just have to be in a very unlucky spot to get caught. But that's just me. All right, March 14th trial, 9 a.m. All right, I got down here, she's going to A&E driving school to get a license.
It's A&E, like A as in apple and M as in Mary.
Oh, A-M-E, right?
A&M, yes.
A-N-M.
Yes, on Livernois in Detroit, Michigan.
A-N-M. The unfortunate part, and this doesn't apply to Ms. Lake, because I believe at the time you were in high school, they were still offering driver's training in school. But
Nope, I went to Northwestern. They wasn't doing driving school when I was in school.
My brother graduated from Northwestern. But that's really the unfortunate part, is that this should be in our curriculum in school, because not everybody can afford to go to driving school. And if if you're not going to provide the type of public transportation that's necessary for people to get to and from, and you make this requirement that people have to have a driver's license to drive to get to and from, then it should just be something that's offered. We shouldn't have to pay for something like that.
I agree.
But we do, unfortunately. So that's what I have to say about that. If there's nothing further, ma'am, I'll see you back on March the 14th at 9 a.m. for a trial.
Okay, that's awesome.
You have questions?
Okay, when you say trial, okay, so the trial.
That means we're gonna bring the officers in and we're gonna deal with all the tickets that way. That way we don't have to keep setting dates. It's we'll get an offer on that date to resolve the cases, which may be favorable for you, may not, I don't know. I can get you an offer right now on all of these tickets and let you know what you want to pay. But you can just come back on the date of trial. Hopefully you'll have that driver's license then, so you can get your client to beg you for mercy.
Oh, I most definitely will, Your Honor, because I just started work, so I really don't have no money.
All right, well, that gives you some time to get some money up too.
Okay, thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a great day, ma'am.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, Kenya Go. Wait a minute, Christian Gaddis. Well, let's go with Christopher Gadsden. He's been here a long time, and I don't know why I don't have him. He was one of the first persons in the room, weren't you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Definitely here before Ms. Go.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
And I was looking for your name initially. And since he has that one lonely case sitting there, I probably overlooked him. So let's get him taken care of. This is the city of Detroit versus Christopher. Is that Cornell?
Yes.
Gadsden. Case number SP 108-65311. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace on behalf of Mr. Gadsden, who is present via Zoom.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Gadsden.
All right, good morning, sir. So he likes to ride the off-road vehicles, apparently, as alleged. in by the office. So I don't know if it's true or not, but you have a driver's license, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you like a trial date, or would you like to get an offer on this case right now?
I would like to offer.
Well, apparently his license is expired.
No, I've renewed it.
Run his license, please. This is a state matter? It can't be a state matter. Oh, it's written under the state code, probably. All right, we're gonna call in, well, that's it, but. No, just make it best for him to. Make it best for himself, trial date. Okay, you come back March 14th, sir, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Let's set a trial date, March 14th. 20.
Mr. Gadsden, what that's gonna do is that's gonna give the court, it's gonna give the city attorney a chance to make you an offer. And
It'll
on
be
the trial date,
it'll be the state prosecutor that's coming in then.
okay,
That's written under the state code. And you come in at 9, if the officer or the state attorney doesn't show up, it'll be done at 9:30.
Okay,
I
sir.
don't have an offer in the file. His license is now valid. I don't have an offer in the file because it is a state case. And they haven't been very good about showing up. So I can get you an offer, or you can just come back on March 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m. I won't overlook you next time.
Oh, that's fine, Your Honor. I'll come back March 14th.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, Ms. Goff,
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
did I finally get the pronunciation of your last name right?
You sure did, sir.
All right, thank you. This is the city of Detroit versus Kenya, Patrice Golf, case number SP 1159752. Counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Ted Wallace on behalf of Ms. Goff.
All right. This is a case where are you, Ms. Goff?
Where am I? I'm in Detroit.
Now, what about your camera?
Oh, okay. I didn't have my camera on. I can turn it on.
This is a case that there's 2 things going on. There's a careless driving. I'm gonna set aside the default. I don't know why that's in default. The other
Careless driving is a civil infraction, that's fine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't appear that this case here is in default. The misdemeanor case operating with open alcohol driving. So what I've always found in practicing law, and now what I see is that they can make a court date for the misdemeanor case, and the civil infraction does not ride along with it. They have to make a separate date for that. So I'm going to set aside the default on careless driving. I'm going to waive any fines and costs out as it relates to late fees or reinstatement fees for that. Because it appears that she properly set a court date, and I don't like that. I never did like that as a practicing lawyer, and I don't like that as a judge, because it should just go together. It should not operate like that. This ticket is, both of them are written on the same ticket, and if she successfully made a court date for one, the other court date should just automatically ride along with that. With that being said, the offer is one that I consider a non-offer. And I say that because operating while with open intox driver is a 2-point offense that's going to obviously abstract to the Secretary of State. And then the amended count of operating open intox passenger, I say operating, but it's open in alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger is still a 2-point offense. So both of them being 2-point offenses, it's I say non-offer, but that's what the city is only inclined to do on these alcohol related offenses as it would.
We'll get the meeting started. 5 minutes.
I think the other side of the other part of the offer is that it would reduce the careless driving down to a limited access 55 and a 55.
Yes, you have that correct, which is another 1-point offense.
Right.
So that would be 3 points on your license as it stands today. It would also be a 200.
I'm sorry. I have a conflict with this whole ticket to block, but this is not me.
All right, let's set a trial date. Trial, March the 14th, 2022. And I'm gonna mark on the file as an identification issue. That way, we'll put you in a breakout room immediately, let you talk to the client, let you talk to the attorney on that day, let the attorney know that, and then we will go from there. All right, next time, ma'am, we need you fully dressed, not in your night clothes, and then we need the bonnet removed. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'll see you back March the 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day, ma'am. All right. That appears to be it.
There's one name up there that doesn't look, it says Snash.
That's Miss Nash. She doesn't have a ticket.
Oh, okay. That's Snash. Okay. I thought someone just named themselves Snash.
She just signs in. Mr. Wallace, I appreciate you being here today, sir. And if there's nothing further, you have a very good day. We'll see you. I think, are you back again this week?
I don't think I'm back this week. I might be. I know I'm signed up next week. I don't know if I'm in your court or where, but hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right, I'll see you soon. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Williams Law.
Okay, Your Honor, see you back this afternoon.
We'll see you at 1:30.
All righty.
Have a great day. Oh, wait a minute.
Gotcha.
Sir, you gotta put some clothes on, sir. I don't have Mr. You have to put some clothes on. No, it's not. Sir, you gotta put some clothes on now. We don't have Mr. We just lost. Can we get back in touch with Mr.
Wallace?
Wallace?
Oh, Mr. Wallace, I'm calling. Is that guy, is he still moving?
He's still logged down. Hopefully he puts some.
I imagine not have court.
What's your name, sir?
DeMonte Green.
All right, you put some clothes on?
Yes, I sure can. Give me a second.
You got Mr. Wallace's number?
Hello, how you doing?
All right, very well. All right. Who's- This is the City of Detroit versus DeMonte Deshawn Green, case number SP 107-57691 and SP 107-58061. So we lost our city attorney. Let's see what the file says for Mr. Green.
Okay.
It says dismiss both the cases, so no, it just says dismiss the one case.
Which one?
The disorderly.
Disorderly conduct. Okay.
Wonder why it says that. Mr. Wallace,
Yes, yes.
sorry about that. We were just about to sign off and Mr. Green just made the cut. So this is, we're on the record with Mr. DeMonte Green. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Ted Wallace, P80922 on behalf of Mr. Green.
All right, he's got two cases. This is disorderly conduct and then a littering case. I particularly don't like
The green card right here.
Mr. Green, you're gonna have to sit still while we're in court.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of. I got a newborn and a 5-year-old. I'm sorry.
How old are you, sir?
I am 23.
All right, do you have this, are you working?
Yes. Well, I've got upcoming job Thursday at 9. I got to be there at 9:30.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, listen here. I don't know what this littering is all about, but it's in default. So I have the file says dismiss the disorderly conduct for some reason. I don't know why. Mr. Goss said dismiss this disorderly conduct. And I'm not even gonna ask why. So I'm gonna dismiss case number SP 107-57691.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna set aside the default on this littering ticket.
Okay.
It happened during the pandemic. And I'm gonna give an opportunity to be heard. So either you can pay this ticket.
What ticket is that?
It's the littering.
The littering. How much was it?
4/8/2020. That's when they say you did this.
4/8/2020. That's in April. That's when.
That's a memorial in Plymouth.
Yeah, when they followed me. They parked on the corner and followed me all the way down the street to try to hit me with a coronavirus ticket. And I was at my family member house. I don't know why they did that.
Well, you want to talk to him about it? What is he gonna do? Admit responsibility, or he wants to get the formal hearing date?
Your Honor, if you don't mind, can you put me in a breakout room just so I can find out what's going on?
All right.
Thank you.
Join the room, sir.
Which one right there? Okay.
Let's waive the late fee on that. All right, Sean Christopher Gaddis hasn't paid. No. Gonzalez hasn't paid anything. Deshaun, Brandon Gully, no pay. I'm gonna have to tighten the reins up on some of these people.
Your Honor, I don't know if he coming back or what, but he just told me to leave the room.
Hold on a second.
I'm back.
Brandon.
I don't know if they want bagels or toast. Bagels or toast. Bagels or toast. Try cinnamon rolls. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my son breakfast together this morning while he at school.
Yeah, you're making me hungry.
I'm sorry.
So
Cinnamon
don't think
rolls.
out loud like that.
You gonna make them? I'm here. I'm listening, Your Honor.
All right, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak with the counselor in the breakout room regarding this littering ticket. Counselor, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, I was not able to answer the question of how much the ticket would cost him. He's inclined to plead responsible for it. But as he stated, he has a newborn baby, and there's financial concerns.
Well, he's going to plead responsible. It's going to cost him $170.
Okay. I can do it.
Okay, then he'd like to plead responsible.
So what are you doing littering, sir?
I was leaving my auntie house on Memorial in West Chicago, and they rode to West Chicago and sat on the corner of Orange Line and Memorial to wait till somebody hop in the car and drive past them. And what so happens, it was me, drove past them. They flew me like 3 blocks down, telling me I was public gathering. I was trying to let them know that I was at my auntie house. That's where I've been staying at.
No, stop. You say all that. What are you doing littering?
I'm finna tell you how I end up littering. The supervisor pulled up and tried to give me a ticket for coronavirus, and I put my hands up when he tried to put it in my hands.
Ticket for coronavirus? What he said? You got the coronavirus, so I'm gonna give you a ticket because you got the coronavirus?
No,
what's that mean?
public gathering. Like, you know, back when they no public gathering.
Oh,
yeah.
so that you're around people that you okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Coronavirus.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And I put my hands up when he tried to give me the ticket. and it fell on the ground, and the supervisor seen it and told him to write me up, put me in a car.
This is security.
Hello?
Maintenance will be performing a test.
Hold on.
If you hear an alarm, please disregard. Security, security, security. This is security. If you hear an alarm, please disregard. Maintenance is performing a test. I repeat, this is security. Maintenance is performing a test. If you hear an alarm, please disregard.
All right, let's go back. So you
Okay.
set all of that, you set that whole table up to say why you were littering. So I'm hoping that since you set all of that up, you're saying that you did this for some reason as it relates to that. So now let's get to the point. Why are you littering?
I ain't tried to. I ain't know it was littering if I put my hands up and he gave it and dropped it himself. But I do take full responsibility for the actions I've
Drop
chose.
what? Drop what?
I put my hands. He tried to give me a ticket, and I put my hands up, and he just let it go, and
So
it just
are you
went from there.
saying that? So are you saying that he wrote you a ticket for littering because the ticket dropped on the ground?
No, he wrote me a ticket for a public gathering, and the ticket failed, and he gave me a ticket for littering.
Okay, all right. So I do see a state a ticket for some kind of a state thing. So let me get this correct and follow me.
Okay.
He gave you a ticket ultimately for littering because he stopped you for public gathering. He went to issue the ticket for being, let's call it the coronavirus ticket, like you say. He was giving you the coronavirus ticket. You put your hands up, and the coronavirus ticket dropped on the ground. And he's saying that based on that, you're littering.
Yes. I know it sounds stupid, don't it? I said the same thing.
Your Honor, I explained to him the irony
No,
that those
maybe that's why he got the ticket, because he told him that he sounded stupid. Maybe sometimes, sir, you need to not say anything sometimes because you just compound stuff.
You're right.
Let me see. But I can agree with your client. It does sound pretty stupid.
Your Honor, and I point out the irony is that the ticket would have been dismissed. And all the coronavirus tickets got dismissed later on.
And I do see, so let's see. So a state of emergency 4/8/2020 at 12:15. That's basically the state of emergency disobeying executive orders.
Right.
Yes, we're talking about. And then on the same day, 4/8/2020, he got a ticket for dropping the coronavirus ticket. So they say.
Yes.
And you said you were just raising your hands in the air. Now, why
I just
were you
raised my
raising your
hands.
Why were you raising your hands in the air?
Because I wasn't taking the ticket. I wasn't trying to take the ticket. So I raised my hands and started begging back. And as I'm doing that, the officer, I guess he wasn't looking. He thought he handed it to me and it hit the ground. And the supervisor seen it.
Oh, so you intentionally not wanted to take the ticket.
I ain't want to take the ticket, yeah.
That makes it a little bit different, counselor. But what I want to do, and it's a one-time deal. He says he's not working right now. He's got a job. Where is his job?
A Bell Tire on Woodward and Royal Oak.
Why don't you you don't have a criminal record, do you, sir?
No, I do not.
And is this a full-time job or a part-time job?
It's just a part-time job. Part-time working, part-time taking at home my kids.
So why don't you, I have a number for the Wayne County Sheriff. They got full-time career jobs with the Cadillac of benefits. So you have basically 2 kids, 1 newborn, And so you know how much healthcare costs, but this job is starting at 46,000. Do you have a high school diploma?
Yes, I do.
You want to take this number, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm gonna refer you, I'm gonna dismiss this case.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And next time, take the ticket and deal with the ticket.
Yeah, I sure will.
And then don't tell somebody something that's stupid either. You keep your thoughts to yourself, even though you're thinking it. Some things are better left unsaid, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So I need a good phone number from you, sir.
313-758-8405. 313-758-8405.
All right, I'm gonna give you a telephone number, and this is the recruiting coordinator over there at the Wayne County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
And his name is Mark Diaz.
Mark, hold on. Mark Diaz.
Diaz, I'll spell it for you. You know how to spell Mark, M-A-R-K, Diaz, D-I-A-Z.
D-I-A-Z.
And his phone number
I'm ready.
His phone number is 313 820 8437.
8437. Do I need like an extension in there?
No, that's his cell phone number, sir.
Okay,
Thank you. That's Mark Diaz at the Wayne County Sheriff. He's the recruiting coordinator over there, and you'll have to take a test. You'll have to do those things, but it's a $46,000 a year full-time job.
Okay.
And he says that you can make up to $65,000 your first year because they need people so bad. And you know, what I like about you is first of all, I believe you're a person of integrity, right? You're also you're a family man, sir.
Thank you.
And you even had a young child in high school, and you completed your high school education.
Yes, I did.
You still, how old are you now?
I'm 23. I just turned 23 December 31st.
Do you plan on going to school further?
Yes, I'm planning on going back to Schoolcraft College for culinary arts. I like to cook, so I'm trying to further my career in the cooking. Hopefully, one day I could come up with a soul food restaurant. With the soul food restaurant, I want to sell liquor. So I just got a whole lot of dreams. I also want to become an artist.
Let me say right quick. Let's not say hopeful.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And you're gonna put it in action if you want to do it. Now, keep in mind that your goals may change.
Right.
So you might get in this Wayne County Sheriff job, and you might say, you know something, I want to cook and I like cooking, but I want to precede Mr. Sheriff Washington. And I want to be the head guy at the Wayne County Sheriff in the next 15 or so years. Or you might get this Wayne County Sheriff job and you say, you know something, this is cool, but I got a love for cooking. So Wayne County Sheriff, I know y'all pay for some education. Can y'all pay my way through this culinary arts school? And I'm sure they got classes and they'll pay for some education. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that they do. But in the meantime, you'll be making good money anyway, and you'll be able to take those classes. So just keep that in mind, all right?
Okay.
So let's not talk about hopefully, let's not talk about this, let's say, hey, I'm gonna do this. And this is my goal, and these are the plans that I have in place to reach that goal.
Yeah.
And it's okay if your goals change, but just don't forget the plan, all right? Get up and make a plan.
Right, and make it happen, right?
Now, are you a registered voter, sir?
No, I am not.
All right, well, I want you to go get registered to vote.
No, I got a question. I got a question though. Like with the
What's your
voting,
question?
like with the voting, like do our vote really count? Because don't matter if we vote or
Of
not.
course it does.
Don't matter
course
if
it
we
does.
vote or not. Ain't they still gonna pick who they want to pick?
No, they won't. Of course they won't. Don't believe the hype, sir.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, here's the most important thing you gotta understand. First of all, Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, we celebrated yesterday.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Right. Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, we celebrated yesterday. What
Yes.
is your email address, sir?
DeMonte Green
All right,
05
let me spell that. DAMONTE
GR.
Green.
Yes.
And what else?
05@gmail.com.
05@gmail.com. All right. What I'm going to email you, and this is coming straight from my email address, and we can correspond through email. What I want you to do is I'm going to email you a letter that my clerk, Miss Nash, and I were reading this morning. And this is the letter that Dr. Martin Luther King wrote when he was locked up in the Birmingham jail for trying to protest and for trying to get equal rights for everybody. And that was including voting rights and us the opportunity to buy a cup of coffee at the lunch counter at different stores, and for us to drink out of the same water fountain. We're talking about things that myself, and I know you because you're a lot younger than me, don't have any knowledge of personally. All we have the knowledge of is by reading. But this is what
we see.
This is what they were fighting for. This is what they were fighting for back then. And they were fighting for that because they saw the importance of it and they knew. But this letter, if you read this letter and read it a couple times over, and so you can really get the understanding of what was really going on. He does a good job of encapsulating what was going on at that time and what his thoughts were while he was sitting in that jail.
I'm sorry. I sent the wrong email. It was just a 5. It wasn't 05. It was just a 5.
All right, 5. So I got Demonte, DAMONTE Green, GREEN 5 at gmail.com, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna send you this letter. I want you to read this letter. And when you get finished reading this letter, we're gonna have some dialogue via email. It's gonna come from my email address. And I want you to give me your thoughts on what was going on. And I want you to, you've already kind of expressed some of your thoughts about not the reason why you're not registered to vote is because you believe that it doesn't really count for yourself.
Right.
And I can respect that you feel that way. I don't agree with you, but at the end of the day, after we have some dialogue back and forth, let's see if you change your outlook on that. And then we got Black History Month coming up in a couple of short weeks, right?
Yes, we do.
And I was just talking to Judge Morrow this morning. He gave me some pictures that I'm gonna put up in my courtroom. I got Dr. King I'm gonna have Dr. King on my right, and I'm gonna have Barack Obama on my left. And I want us to correspond. I want you to call the Wayne County Sheriff, Mark Diaz. And if that doesn't mean that you gotta take the job. I just want you to reach out. I want you to have some options, all right? And then I want to be able to correspond with you to see if your feelings change about those things. But first and foremost, call Mark Diaz and then read this letter.
I sure will.
Hopefully you can read this letter today. And
can I reply? Can I reply to your email?
Of course. I want you to. I want you to. We're gonna keep a dialogue, and hopefully we get to know each other a little bit better. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to dismiss this ticket.
Thanks, Your Honor.
So I'm going to dismiss this ticket. We'll do that, and then I want you to call Mark Diaz. I'm going to send Mr. Diaz a text message now, and tell him to expect your call. Okay. And then I want you to read this letter and maybe you might want to read it 2 or 3 times and then respond, because I want you to really digest it. And then February, they do a very good job on the PBS television station.
Well, Black History Month, yes, they do.
Yeah, kind of giving you an understanding of what was going on back in that day. And I think what I would like to do someday, if I can get a hold of a couple dollars, I would like to put a theater in our neighborhood. And I would like to run only Black history shows. I think a lot of our problem in our community is, especially for the young people, is so far away from things that have happened that you really don't understand what our ancestors really went through. Just for the right to vote and or go to school and have these equal opportunities and we all know that the opportunities still aren't equal. The unfortunate part that we live in now is that we don't have an activist like we had back in the 50s and 60s and stuff like that.
Right.
We don't have that kind of activist anymore. And as much as the Reverend Al Sharpton, I love the work he does. He's only one man. Jesse Jackson, those guys are getting old. We got this fabulous attorney, Ben Crump, that seems like he's trying to take over the reins, and hopefully he does. But we need more people like him. All right. So I want you to look at those things too. So we'll correspond. I'm gonna send you this email, and then let's further converse via email and get to know each other a little bit better. And then let me know your thoughts. All right.
I sure will.
Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to piggyback on what you were saying as far as the voting counting. And I know that Mr. Green has probably heard a lot about Martin Luther King and even Malcolm X and other civil rights activists, and you understand that people have died for the right to vote.
Right. And that's why that's another thing too, because we didn't lost Wapple to people that that was into what is called it started with a P.
Political.
Who?
You say political?
Politicians. Political politicians. Yeah, like I know a lot of people that's into that, but a lot of people have also lost their life due to that.
Okay, and so you've heard about the sacrifices people made in order to gain that right.
Yeah,
another question I want you to think about is that all these people died and went through all this trouble to try to get these rights that we take for granted. I'm older than you, and so I was just born right after all that passed, but I've seen a lot of stuff. But the question I want you to think about is, if all these people are willing to die for it, think about why they're trying to stop people from getting that right. Now, you understand it's one thing to die to get the right, but why is someone willing to kill someone and willing to beat someone to keep
it away? Right.
Now, that's how important it is if they're willing to go through all that to keep people from being able to vote. It's obviously, it means something it means something, because if everybody goes out and vote, they can't do what they do that
they want to do. Right.
They can't underfund the city, because the city will start talking, and that's how you make politicians.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. The politician word.
We have an election coming up here in November, and this is what they call a midterm election. And this election is called a midterm election because we're not electing a president. You know what I'm saying? The president election, they get the most glory, and because they spend all the money. And keep in mind, they're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on this person. They're not spending that money for nothing. But I always say that the most important election is not the presidential election. The most important election is the election coming up here in November, because it is electing our local officials. Now, they elect local officials during the presidential election, but a lot of people come out and vote then because of the publicity that's drawn. these elections coming up, these midterms, you don't get many people because it's not a lot of money spent on them. But the most important elections are the ones that affect our local elected officials. They
Yes,
can
you do.
affect our lives. They can affect our lives directly and impact it immediately. Where a president, he can affect our lives, but he doesn't have that immediate, doesn't necessarily have that immediate impact. So you got to think about that too. So hopefully you go out and you can register to vote online now. Hopefully you go out and register immediately, and then just register. You don't, you want to be able to have the option to be able to vote if you don't vote, but just register. Start off with just registering, and then that. You were going to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now I don't have a problem with voting for our community and stuff like that. But when it comes to like voting for the presidents and stuff, I feel like they got their own decision. They got their own pick of who they gonna pick. So why does my count matter anyway? You know?
No, and I would just say that I would respectfully say that you're wrong in thinking that way. But take it one step further. Let's just say you're right. You still have a voice, and you still want to make sure that vote is what's saying, I'm Mr. Green, and I see it this way. So regardless of what you guys do to it in the end, I spoke my piece. And I'm going to move on because we're all going to have to move on regardless of that. But the person that sits back and doesn't do anything and doesn't exercise that right, he can't really come back and say anything about the process anymore because he didn't even or she didn't even vote. So that's you speaking. What they do with it, you know, what I always say, we can control what we can control. And what we can't control, like you can control yourself in not saying that this is stupid.
Right.
You can control that, but you can't control some other things that police officer wanted to do. You couldn't stop him from giving you that ticket.
Right? Which I tried, and it didn't work.
And had you known the ticket was going to be dismissed, which nobody did, but had you known, you would have just took the ticket from him and just moved on. This is going away anyway. You know what I'm saying? So keep all that in mind. I'm gonna send this email to you.
Okay.
I appreciate you, sir. I definitely appreciate you listening. I appreciate our dialogue, and we're always here. If you have any concerns about tickets, we're always here to help the people that come through this court in whatever way we can. I'm privileged to have very good lawyers like Mr. Wallace.
Yeah, me too.
I've even told the people that make the appointments, and some lawyers that I don't want in this courtroom because I feel that they're not doing enough work. And they've accommodated me, and they give very good lawyers like Mr. Wallace. So keep it up. Let's keep our dialogue going. I'm gonna email you this information.
Okay.
If there's something in there that you don't understand, or something in there that you want to have some dialogue about, you'll have my email address, and we'll correspond that way. And I'm gonna dismiss the ticket. And
thank you.
You're free to leave. Just call Mr. Diaz as well, all right?
I sure will. I'm giving him a call in the next hour. I'm going to start cooking breakfast for my kids.
All right. Keep talking about that breakfast because you're making me hungrier and hungrier. All
My
right.
bad.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. I appreciate you joining in on that. And hopefully he does what he says. I'm gonna do what I said. And that he sounds like a good young man though.
He does. He sounds like he's trying to figure it out. So that's good. All right.
Yeah, he's got a long time to do.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna cut it off right now so that you don't have to worry about having to come back.